YTBC, what's the deal? So I dropped a video earlier. Well, actually, it's uploading right now. You'll probably see that one before you see this one, or listen to that one before you listen to this one. But you know, I've been looking at this Anthony Joshua situation as far as Eddie Hearn. He's in the media like a motherfucker, just Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua. Right now, that's his prized possession, and I expect that Joshua has the potential to reign for some years, man. He has that potential, okay? Now, I'm not the one to say that you need to be humble. You know, my 5 favorite fighters of all time, 2 of those guys were far from humble. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson and Ali. And you guys have, and then Holmes, Holyfield, and Foreman. My top 5 favorite fighters of all time. So even some of those guys wasn't, you know, humble like that. Eddie Hearn, you know, I understand that you want to think towards the future and you got to plan. And sometimes I think some of this shit should be just kept under wraps, man. Just let things play out a little bit, because I don't know, they're just looking past people, man. They're just, you know, they're already talking about China and fighting Zhang Jili, and there's another article on Boxing Scene today, and that's what made me do this video. It's like, I just read an article 2 days ago with you talking about the Zhang Jili. Now there's another article with you talking about other fights, and they're talking about other opponents already. I think I've seen Stavern. I mean, I'm just sitting here like, well, first let's get through this shit. You know, you're talking about Fury and all these other fights. And a lot of fighters do this. I'm not saying Anthony Joshua's the only guy to look past an opponent or his promoter and think towards other fights. You know, but sometimes I think some shit should just be kept on the low. Just keep that in the office, you know what I mean? And don't let the media, you know, and I understand these promoters, these fighters are answering questions. The media are asking them these questions, but I don't know, man. It's just like a lot of, I can understand you're being confident and you don't think Breazeale's going to bring much to the table. That's fair enough. He may beat him in 30 seconds. You know, it's fair enough, but they're just looking past people, man. They're just like looking into the fucking future, man. Like they got a crystal ball in front of them, as if like this shit just a foregone conclusion that, you know, he's going to beat Breazeale and beat the next guy. And then, I mean, they're talking about shit 2 years down the road. And I'm sitting here like, man, as stacked as this heavyweight division is, I'm not sure he will have a title 2 years down the road. He could. You know what I mean? But then I'm watching Anthony Joshua at this DOMINIC Breazeale face-off, where they're outside and they went head to head and they're sitting, you know. And I'm looking at Anthony Joshua, man. Like I said in that other video, I usually don't see him try to instigate or start anything at these pressers. It's usually the other guy. I know Dillian White tried to get under his skin. I know Charles Martin was talking shit. And I'm sure, I'm not trying to paint it out like Anthony Joshua is some saint, some angel. Like I've said before, I've heard people say he's being fake. He's not really like how he comes across. He's being PC. He's, you know, he's fake. Like I said, I don't know him. You know, I know he did some time, but just because you did some time don't mean you gangster. You can do white collar crimes. Even if you sell dope and get caught, don't mean you gangster. You just a fucking drug. I don't want to get into that, but I don't know him like that. So I don't know how he usually, quote unquote, you know, acts in front of people. But I seen him nudge, you know. Now him and Breazeale, they're face to face talking shit. You know, the camera people and the promoters keep telling you guys to get closer, get closer. So it's not like Breazeale walked up on him and tried to get in his face and disrespect him. Shit, you guys are mumbling back and forth. You're professional athletes. You're going to be fighting for a heavyweight title. So, of course, it might be a word or two. But then I seen Joshua, and I didn't notice it at first till I really watched it again. And I didn't mention in my other video about their face-off, is Joshua, when he had his arms crossed, he took his left arm, his left elbow, and kind of just nudged Breazeale. Now, again, he didn't commit a crime. I'm not saying, oh, you know, I've seen motherfuckers, you know, go look at Tyson and Lennox Lewis press conference and all the other ones over the years, and Riddick Bowe and Larry Donald. I mean, shit happens at these pressers, man, but it's just weird. It's like he's trying to, like, pull out bully tactics. Like, I didn't really see him do this with Dillian White. I didn't see him push Charles Martin. Now, there is footage of that. Please link it to me. I didn't watch every single moment of every single minute of every press conference, but I don't remember none of that. But with Breazeale, he kind of nudged him. Now, you can argue, oh, because Breazeale was in his face. Well, I mean, they're in each other's face. You know what I mean? But it looked like Joshua, you know, he folded his arms and then he just nudged him a little bit. It was subtle, but I'm sitting here like, why is he? It's just he changed a little bit to me as far as now he's taking a role of the bully. Or maybe he really think like, man, this motherfucker, maybe Joshua really thinks Breazeale's a chump. That could be it too. You know, I can't make him think a certain way. Maybe he really does think Breazeale's a chump. Maybe he's trying to chump him. Maybe he's trying to punk him or show him what's up. But usually, man, when somebody like nudges you like that and tells you to respect them, they're trying to bully you, man. We're men, okay? I'm not a little guy. I'm 6'5", 240 pounds myself. You know what I mean? So if I'm in front of another big man and he nudges me and tell me to respect him on top of that, and I haven't done anything but just talk shit back to him because we're talking shit in the face off, you're trying to bully me. Now, Breazeale, of course, he's not going to try to fist fight Anthony Joshua. No, you leave that for the ring. But I would have just nudged him back a little bit. He stayed in his face. Now, he didn't get nudged and, you know, walk away. No, he stayed in his face, and then one of the Watson boys, Sam Watson, one of his sons, got between them and Joshua's people, you know, but it's just something I noticed. I mean, it's probably nothing, man, but I just know I've never really seen Joshua do this. Now, like I said, if you have seen him, please link it to me. I haven't watched every Anthony Joshua press conference, okay? But it's just something I noticed, though. YTBC, I'm out.